The RTL code needs to be synthesizable.
The RTL code needs to be synthesizable.
We're using System Verilog for the new design.
We're using System Verilog for the new design.
The register transfer level describes hardware behavior.
The register transfer level describes hardware behavior.
Parameterized modules improve code reusability.
Parameterized modules improve code reusability.
The design hierarchy is too deep.
The design hierarchy is too deep.
We need to fix the linting violations.
We need to fix the linting violations.
Clock domain crossing must be handled carefully.
Clock domain crossing must be handled carefully.
The FSM state encoding affects area and timing.
The FSM state encoding affects area and timing.
We're implementing gray code for asynchronous signals.
We're implementing gray code for asynchronous signals.
The RTL passed synthesis but failed timing.
The RTL passed synthesis but failed timing.
We need to add pipeline stages for frequency.
We need to add pipeline stages for frequency.
The design uses blocking and non-blocking assignments correctly.
The design uses blocking and non-blocking assignments correctly.
Combinational loops were detected in the design.
Combinational loops were detected in the design.
We're refactoring the code for better readability.
We're refactoring the code for better readability.
The module interface is well defined.
The module interface is well defined.
We need to document the design assumptions.
We need to document the design assumptions.
The RTL coding guidelines must be followed.
The RTL coding guidelines must be followed.
Reset strategy is critical for functionality.
Reset strategy is critical for functionality.
We're using generate blocks for scalability.
We're using generate blocks for scalability.
The design passed CDC analysis.
The design passed CDC analysis.
The test bench needs more corner case coverage.
The test bench needs more corner case coverage.
We're using UVM for verification.
We're using UVM for verification.
The simulation time is too long.
The simulation time is too long.
Constrained random testing found edge cases.
Constrained random testing found edge cases.
The coverage report shows 95% code coverage.
The coverage report shows 95% code coverage.
We need to debug the simulation mismatch.
We need to debug the simulation mismatch.
The waveform dump is too large to analyze.
The waveform dump is too large to analyze.
Assertions caught the protocol violation.
Assertions caught the protocol violation.
We're implementing a scoreboard for checking.
We're implementing a scoreboard for checking.
The regression suite runs overnight.
The regression suite runs overnight.
Directed tests validate basic functionality.
Directed tests validate basic functionality.
We need better observability in the design.
We need better observability in the design.
The test bench uses transaction-level modeling.
The test bench uses transaction-level modeling.
Simulation diverged from expected behavior.
Simulation diverged from expected behavior.
We're adding SVA assertions for formal verification.
We're adding SVA assertions for formal verification.
The stimulus generation is insufficient.
The stimulus generation is insufficient.
We need to improve test efficiency.
We need to improve test efficiency.
The verification plan tracks progress.
The verification plan tracks progress.
Functional coverage metrics guide test development.
Functional coverage metrics guide test development.
The simulation passed all sanity checks.
The simulation passed all sanity checks.
The timing closure is challenging at this frequency.
The timing closure is challenging at this frequency.
We're targeting 2 GHz operating frequency.
We're targeting 2 GHz operating frequency.
Setup time violations need to be fixed.
Setup time violations need to be fixed.
The critical path goes through the multiplier.
The critical path goes through the multiplier.
We need to perform multi-corner analysis.
We need to perform multi-corner analysis.
Clock skew affects timing margins.
Clock skew affects timing margins.
The synthesis tool optimized away registers.
The synthesis tool optimized away registers.
We're using clock gating for power reduction.
We're using clock gating for power reduction.
Timing exceptions must be carefully justified.
Timing exceptions must be carefully justified.
The hold time violations were fixed with buffers.
The hold time violations were fixed with buffers.
We need to analyze cross-talk effects.
We need to analyze cross-talk effects.
The design meets timing at typical corner.
The design meets timing at typical corner.
We're running Santa for all process corners.
We're running star for all process corners.
The timing report shows negative slack.
The timing report shows negative slack.
Clock tree synthesis balances insertion delay.
Clock tree synthesis balances insertion delay.
We need to optimize the data path for speed.
We need to optimize the data path for speed.
The synthesis area is within budget.
The synthesis area is within budget.
We're using multi-VT cells for optimization.
We're using multi-VT cells for optimization.
Timing derate accounts for variation.
Timing derate accounts for variation.
The design achieved timing closure.
The design achieved timing closure.
Formal verification proves correctness mathematically.
Formal verification proves correctness mathematically.
The property was proven in 30 minutes.
The property was proven in 30 minutes.
We're checking for deadlock conditions.
We're checking for deadlock conditions.
The assertion failed under specific conditions.
The assertion failed under specific conditions.
Formal tools exhaustively check state space.
Formal tools exhaustively check state space.
We need to add assumptions for bounded proof.
We need to add assumptions for bounded proof.
The counterexample shows the failure scenario.
The counterexample shows the failure scenario.
Formal verification complements simulation.
Formal verification complements simulation.
We're proving equivalence after optimization.
We're proving equivalence after optimization.
The property is too complex to prove.
The property is too complex to prove.
Formal coverage shows unreachable states.
Formal coverage shows unreachable states.
We're using formal for protocol checking.
We're using formal for protocol checking.
The proof depth needs to be increased.
The proof depth needs to be increased.
Symbolic simulation explores all paths.
Symbolic simulation explores all paths.
We need to abstract the design for formal.
We need to abstract the design for formal.
The FPGA prototype enables software development.
The FPGA prototype enables software development.
Emulation runs 1000x faster than simulation.
Emulation runs 1000x faster than simulation.
We're mapping the design to FPGA.
We're mapping the design to FPGA.
The prototype found a real-time issue.
The prototype found a real-time issue.
Emulation provides full visibility.
Emulation provides full visibility.
We need to partition the design across FPGAs.
We need to partition the design across FPGAs.
The bring-up on FPGA was successful.
The bring-up on FPGA was successful.
Hardware acceleration speeds up verification.
Hardware acceleration speeds up verification.
We're running full system tests on emulator.
We're running full system tests on emulator.
The FPGA resource utilization is 80%.
The FPGA resource utilization is 80%.
Emulation found issues simulation missed.
Emulation found issues simulation missed.
We're validating with real traffic patterns.
We're validating with real traffic patterns.
The prototype demonstrated functionality to customers.
The prototype demonstrated functionality to customers.
Emulation enables early software debug.
Emulation enables early software debug.
We need to synchronize emulator and RTL.
We need to synchronize emulator and RTL.
Place and route determines final layout.
Place and route determines final layout.
The floor plan affects timing and area.
The floor plan affects timing and area.
We're performing IR drop analysis.
We're performing IR drop analysis.
Power grid design is critical for reliability.
Power grid design is critical for reliability.
The layout passed DRC and LVS.
The layout passed DRC and LVS.
We need to fix antenna violations.
We need to fix antenna violations.
Metal layer assignment impacts routing.
Metal layer assignment impacts routing.
The design uses hierarchical physical design.
The design uses hierarchical physical design.
We're optimizing for wire length reduction.
We're optimizing for wire length reduction.
The final GDS was released to Foundry.
The final GDS was released to Foundry.